I think all is well for our country, for a change. Which nation makes the northern border of Naples, Jake? Well, that would be the Papal State. We've got Lucca here, a new addition. Yeah, they've been trying to build tall, I see. And I'm sorry, Sean, but the only existence you may have is inside me. Naval force limit. And a permanent casus belli against primitives. Yeah, sure, you know, why not? We're not really going for the prettiest borders around. Yeah, my ministers must really hate the idea of assisting my country. Was France nerfed, Jake? Depends what you mean by nerfed. A lot of their power came from their vassals, so could be fair to say yes. And that event with the llama is pretty bugged, but that'll be fixed. Alright, Sean, for too long you've resisted me, so get inside my country. Just as well I got that inflation reduction guy. So, Hishweni. You don't have cores in this land, do you? Nope, then it's time for you to go. No claims, we're going in raw. Ah. No, none of these are problems. And Dai Viet. Yeah, they should be absorbed by me as well, but they are too far away at the moment. I'll just force religion for now, if I can. Well, Chimera help us out with that. And Ava, your only other friend is Ayuta. Ayuta also follows the wrong faith, so it might be worth our time making them a co-belligerent. I would love to cleanse the heresy, but the tribal conquest results in less aggressive expansion. Knock him dead. Sure, I wouldn't mind my king being dead. Glorious. However, we are somewhat blocked by his forts. His capital fort here. Oh, he has a regular fort. Damn, that means it's going to take up a lot of my troops then. Well, hopefully my vassals can pick up some of the slack. I think the 17 stack here will be plenty for keeping control over the region, so march the rest of our troops. Oh yeah, and these guys, they're not necessary up there anymore, so come down. Let's have some fun. Jake, are there any tech groups that nomads can consider primitive? Let's see, tribal conquest on... No, that's the wrong one. No, I guess not. And soldiers are just peasants in uniform. Get that religious enrichment in there, but we'll start with the Hindus. Okay, success here. Now how else can we flesh out our frankly hideous borders? Blocking off Russia here was more important than anything else, so I'm not really concerned about gunning for the rest of these. I know the distant wilderness of Siberia calls to them, but it calls to me first. It sounds like brr. There we go. Oh, I forgot to dismantle my forts here. So one of them is actually being useful here. I get to feel like the big man attacking countries and defeating them after today's frankly appalling display at the multiplayer. I see what's giving me access. We've got access through Tangu. Alright, hop onto this, would you, Bengal? Trouble with a narrow country like this is that fort zonal controls won't matter too much when we can get access around them. We still need 9,000 capping this though, so you can have that with the general, and the rest of us are heading south. I take it you don't like the new fort mechanic, Jake. I really like the new fort mechanics, but you still have to use them effectively. This one, I can core it. Great. And I'd also rather not have to deal with revolts here, so have some autonomy. Who the heck are these guys? And where is Sir Hind? Ah. Okay, that colony didn't last long. Probably because those guys were still making their march over there. And who else did I just get cleansing of the heresy on? Well, it doesn't matter. They'll all burn. Oh, Korchin. But you're Confucian, so that's fine. In fact, if you convert these lands for me, then it's less for me to have to worry about. Jake, why do I have the feeling that by use them effectively, you mean to use them in ways that will make Wiz sad? Oh, if I could think of ways to use them that would make Wiz sad, I would have been using them in the multiplayer today. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Also, you there, I'm afraid you have got to go. And give me all your money. And no, there's no point in forcing religion on you, since you're going to be converted anyway. Just give me everything. And Bukhara are oddly wanting to resist me. Why you gotta be so mean? I'm sure the relations are part of the problem there, so we'll get those relations back up. Jake, isn't it better to colonize the Siberian coastline to stop potential European colonizers? I'm working on it, but hey, I've got to get there as fast as I can. Okay, Die Viet. I got my 100% on you, and I could give you to Khmer, and they would probably like me to do that, but that will not happen. Instead, I will force my religion upon you, and take all your money, of course. And we'll see how Khmer like that. Ah, see, they don't mind it. Swenny is finally down. March on the capital. Build up some power. Ah, excellent. Orissa have lost their alliance with Madurai. I do wonder why. Madurai went hostile towards them. I guess they got one claim too many. So Orissa need to go, certainly before they hit Tech 15. Okay, it's the end of the world for Hishweni. 12% overextension for me, so I can just take as much as I bleeding well want. Well, within reason. Pegu? I see. And there was a Utah. Ayutthaya also needs to be converted to the one true faith. Trouble is I can't core that province. No, like I said, I can still convert them. Khmer won't be happy at not getting that province that they want, though. They'll just have to be unhappy. Welcome to the one true faith. And give me all your money. Jake, if you had the shekels, could you build a fort in every single province, making it completely impenetrable to move through for the enemy? They could move into a fort, and then they would have to siege that fort down before moving into the next fort. You would not be completely impenetrable, but the enemy would have no quick way of getting through you. Alright. Who even worries about aggressive expansion? Khmer are pretty unimpressed at that, but unimpressed they will have to remain. Just like my cores will have to remain not cores, because I don't have the points for this. Still, it gives me time to get my converting on the go. And yeah, autonomy is an issue here. But we can fight them. I mean, all of our troops are here anyway. We just need to find somewhere with half-decent fort supply limit. I mean, we even have forts here. Forts that I don't even have to destroy or dismantle. You know what? What I will do then is I will just mothball them. Madness, I know, but let's just go with it. Jake, how are you enjoying the karma meter? I'm enjoying it, but it's not enjoying me. Well, 10% discipline. I'd rather have morale any day. This is acceptable. Could do with some of these subjects being inside me, though, because their combined power... No, it's not their combined power at all. For you it's that, but Bukhara it's... I've never seen this before. While the poor state of the Sarig Yogir currency... Yeah, I'll give you that one. It is a bit horrible. I don't really have admin to spare. But what I'll do is I'll pay it down here. It's actually cheaper to pay it down normally than lose 100 admin, but the alternative is gaining autonomy. Yeah. Who needs admin anyway? Jake, did you ever remove the fort in Delhi? Absolutely. Oh, I believe the tune playing right now is... Oh, it's called The Market. I thought this was Africa. But I believe it's one of the EU3 DLC musics. Alright, I kind of have to speed 5 it and pray that I get some, well, plentiful amounts of admin points right now, because that's starving me. The money situation isn't too bad. Finally actually making money is a nice change. And we need to get rid of all these incorrect Buddhists. Tolerance of heretics +2. There is nothing worse. And I'm sorry, Khmer, but I am simply using you. Now I know you have all these cores to retake, but... Oh, actually that is beyond nice. Bukhara, can you actually do all of this fighting for me? I'd really appreciate it if you could. I'll fight Siberian. That way I can fight Kazakh, without even having to worry about Afghanistan getting involved. Then Bukhara gets all of their cores back. But for that I will need some more troops up there. Well, we already have more than necessary down here. Up you go. Get the fastest man you can, which is my king. And you'll be up there in about a year, but that's fine. That gives me time to burn that war exhaustion that I have. Jake, we just found the perfect viewer reduction strat. Only play when Shen and or Arumba are playing. It works fine right now. I agree with that. Everything is nice and docile. Under 500 is the way to go. Even Shen himself refers to his chat as derp chat. No, the chat is lovely today. But then it was unbearably bad the other day. I mean, terrible. I have to core this province where I can send my colonist here, don't I? No, guess not. It's fine. Finally we get a port. Not sure if I'm overjoyed with that or not, since it's just somewhere that people can invade me from. My crippling fear of the ocean has done me fine and dandy for now. If I ever want to know about boats, I just kindly ask Bengal, what's a boat? The chandeliers, blah 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 blah. Good evening, my lady. Or good evening, my good sir. You're 30. You'll probably die before you reach the throne. Well, I'm hoping you die before they reach the throne. Since you all know my feelings on marriageable women. Oh, that's a shame. We're just a little too late to prevent that, but still an acceptable outcome. So many theologians. Alright, Sibir. Your only friend is Kajak, and that I'm happy about. All provinces super cheap too. And I will not make Sibir a co-belligerent because that will drag in Afghanistan, and Sibir is big enough to take out. They're not big enough to take out in one shot. Okay, well, I can just ignore Turkestan since it's the cheapest province going. Point is, you still have to go. Give me Sibir. Jake, can you run a decent trade setup with only inland provinces? Yes, but I'm not really... Decent trade? No, not happening for me in this run. I probably haven't even got them sorted out properly right now, but I'm not that concerned. Some places are just undeniably better for trade. Alright, Bukhara. I am excellent. This is what we were looking for, and this is why I took this heir. Because now we can either rule by the sword or die by it, which I really don't want, because look at all that. Or we can just kill off our heir, and we get a 355. Tragic, I agree. And that's good, that's Kajak dealt with. And really? Delhi? It's not counting on that. Shan particularists. Separatists, rather. In Sisongbana. Hey, if they want to, they're more than welcome to. Jake, Buddhist dynasty is totally broken. Not once have I seen your heir being a cockroach or other lowly creature's punishment for your horrendous karma. Whatever do you mean? My heirs have been great, because I am a horde. Well, maybe not my heirs, but my new rulers. Alright, we need to 100% the Kazakh. And yeah, we don't care about dynasty either. The strongest can rule. Remember, my rulers have been paper mache. I have had so many of them. Starting from the start, how long have they reigned for? It doesn't really tell you that, but let's go with this guy. 4 years. Nothing there. 17 years. 2 years. Nothing. 3 years. 5 years. 12 years. Yeah. They haven't really been there for the long shot. And this is one of the best things. My rebels use a lot of infantry. And I use just cavalry. So, they die. Not much more to it than that. We want that 3 siege lad of mine on the Kazakh's case. Otherwise, there's really not much else for you guys to do. Maybe hang around here just in case Sibir get pieced out with Nagai. Jake accepts no ruler who can't complete typing of the dead in one shot. It's actually very true. Probably just as well that I don't hold myself to those standards. Orissa still need to go. Everyone needs to go. Okay, thankfully it all went Confucian over here. This one not, but I wonder why my ministers are resigning so rapidly. They just don't see how good it is in this horde lifestyle of mine. Are you going to colonize Siberia, Jake? Well, yes and no. Mostly no. I'm just colonizing it as and when I have a colonist because, hey, it's free. But that's certainly not what I'm going for here. Alright, this is all soggy yogurts, so let's get it over to Bukhara. And since I don't actually want Siberian land, yeah, as expected, it's too expensive, so forget Turkestan. And all the money, please. You know, I could separate peace with them, but I wonder if it would cost me Diplo points. Again, everything but that. Yeah, see, it would cost me 99 Diplo. Whereas doing it like this costs me nothing. Yeah, cheekily enough, I could take one of these. I did ask for Sibir. Ah, why don't I take it? That way Sibir can't even claim to hold Sibir. Waste of admin. But I need to remind Sibir who the real Lord of the North is. Ugh, particularists. Actually, they're at 30%, which is a little scary. Alright, I agree, Bukhara. We should marry and then fusion. It'll only take forever. But that's acceptable. If only I had balanced karma, it would go faster. Oh, you'll actually do for that. You will make it go slightly faster. Are you scared of a declaration of war from Russia? Absolutely not. I got nothing on me. Alright, who's next on the chopping block? You would almost thought that our rebel days are over, but no. Of course not. Not while there is still Buddhism to unite. Not liking how Bengal is not converting this province. Could it be that they tolerate it too much? That can't be right. Tolerance of heathens may be +1, but that shouldn't be enough to make it tolerable. Oh wow, they do. Okay. Guess Bengal will have to be absorbed into the collective. How does Sarig Yogir look at it as the #1 most developed province in the world? We will have to take a very developed province, because here's the thing. Let's say I wanted my capital, for example, to be the most developed. Developing it once would cost 87. 35% extra for desert, 50% extra for Arctic. That isn't so good. Oh, there were 2 places there, right? And that's one of the lovely things about being a horde. Your rebels are pathetic, because, like you, they have crappy units. But you know to focus on the cavalry. Afghanistan took a big greedy chunk out of Delhi. I can get behind that. I'm all about the greed. And since we're approaching Tech 15, I think it's high time that Orissa went goodbye. Why do I want to fight Orissa, actually? They don't really hold anything that I need. I really shouldn't be spending money on gaining karma, since I'm not actually about to get any. I mean, they've they've religiously enriched these provinces with Hinduism, so there's no need for me to go out of my way to slice them up. No, we should focus on what we need to go for. As long as there is only Vajrayana, I'm satisfied with that. And on that note, why don't I just vassalize you? Why are you so hostile? You know, you have all these cores. You don't have religious ideas, but I'm certain you could get them converted. Alright, I see it now. We'll try to get you as a vassal. Still, it is very tempting just to put the boot into Orissa after everything they did to us. Especially since, yeah, we got the Tech 15. Jake, I know this is a standard question, but do you think No, not even going to read through the rest of that. Do you know what it's like getting asked the same question again and again for the rest of your life? I get asked this at work as well. There I was trying to enjoy a lovely glass of cold cactus cider. And it was like, Jake, do you think you... And I was like, oh, I see where this is going. Could drive a man to drink questions like that. Yeah, that's the end of being bankrupt now as well.